Okay, to start out, I already primed my face with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm, and so far I'm liking the way that works. It has leaves a good finish on my skin once I get my foundation on, so I like it so far. For my foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion in C3. It's very shiny. And I'm not going to use the puff that it come with. I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to tap it in there and tap it over. And you'll be able to see that it is dark, a little bit too dark for me. So I'm just going to... And see, I have my mirror right over here. Let me bring it closer. It's almost feeling like it's starting to dry out already. It may just be the sponge here. I'm going to have this planet on the side of my face right here. And I don't know if you can see it. You can see it. It probably wouldn't be so red if I would just leave it alone. I have to keep messing with it. For my concealer, I'm going to try to do some color correcting first. I don't usually do this, but I figured I would start trying to see if I can get some of this darkness over here concealed. I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree. It is the Almay Smart Shade CC Concealer and Brightener in the shade Light Medium. I also picked up the light, but as far as the color correcting I want to do, this one kind of has more of a peachier color. So I figured I would try that out. It's pretty thick, but it's not too bad where it's super cakey under my eyes. So I just kind of stick my finger in it and then kind of pat it where I need to color correct. And like I said, I just started doing this, so I don't even know if I'm doing this right. If you guys have any tips that could help me, because I do get super dry under my eyes and everything starts to look a little cakey, so, and kind of crepey too. So if y'all have any suggestions of what I could use, if anything better than this anyway. So I don't know if you could tell, that kind of helped a little bit. Let me get like right up under here. And I also have some veining on my face. Like right here, there's like a big purple vein that goes right here that just sticks out no matter how much foundation I put on. It does not get covered up. So I'm going to try to see if I can cover that up a little bit. And then I have some on my cheeks here too. My skin is just pretty much translucent. You can see right through it. So it's always been like that. And I can't tan for the life of me. I'm going to see if I can do this little thing there. Well, that kind of help with the redness a little bit. So like I said, if you have any suggestions of what I could use to help color correct my under eyes where they're not so purple and I don't look like I'm The Walking Dead, just leave a comment below and let me know what I should try. Preferably drugstore. I might actually branch out and pay for the high-end stuff if it works good enough. Okay, so for my brightening, I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline in the color Brightener, and then I'm going to mix it with my Maybelline Fit Me in the color Fair. So what I do for this, I just kind of put this under here. And then I put this right here. And I'm almost out of this. This is down here. I'm trying to use it up. I have so much stuff, concealer I want to use up, so I'm trying to use that up first. Okay, so to blend it out, I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge. Do my eyelids too to help to prime them because I forgot to put on eyeshadow primer, but the concealer works too. Take my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. And you want to kind of look up and pat under your eyes and get the creasing out, because if you can see, I have creasing there. So look up, pat it out, just keep looking up, and then pat the powder on it, and that'll set that where you won't get the creasing there. I know it looks crazy, but it works. Okay, so for powder, I've been liking this lately. Last few days I've tried this out. This is the L'Oreal Hydro Perfect Perfecting Loose Powder that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I'm using in translucent. I watched someone's drugstore makeup haul today that they actually picked this up, but it was, the cap was more squared off, and this is kind of more rounded. So I think that's the reason why it was at the Dollar Tree, was because they changed the packaging. And she said she liked it, and so far I'm liking it. So I just put a little bit in the cap and just put my big fluffy brush in it and tap it off. And it just kind of, whoo, that was a lot. Just dust it all over. It does have like a floral fragrancy scent to it, but it's real soft. So far I'm liking it. It doesn't look cakey at all. So a girl that I watched said that this is kind of compared to the Coty Airspun powder, which I have never used that, but she said that powder is actually very fragrant or floral scented, and this one is not quite as bad as that. So, but it does have a scent to it, so if you're sensitive to scents, then you may not like that, but it's not super bad. I'll let that sit and go on to my eyebrows. Today I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in light, and I haven't used this in a while. I figured I'd try that out again today. I wanted to do somewhat like a drugstore makeup look, so I decided to go back to this. And this is just the light. It has the wax and the powder. It actually has a little mirror in it, which is nice. The brush I've been using lately for my eyebrows, at least this past week or so, has been this brush. And it came in this little Ariel set when they had the beauty book out, and it had like all the other stuff with it, but it has like just the little tiny brushes in it. And this is just a real tiny angled brush. And I'll show you what it looks like compared to my Smashbox one, which I do still like this one, but this one is a little bit bigger. Actually, quite a bit bigger. And a little bit wider too, so I've been using this one. First thing I'm going to do is just brush out my eyebrows. And this spoolie is kind of big. I like the one that comes with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Nice and small and works really good, but this will work. So yeah, I'm just going to go into the wax. I'm just going to brush it through my brows. I'm going to go into the powder to kind of set it. To set my brows, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara, and this one is just about had it, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it up. And it looks weird. It's like curved. I don't know what I did to it. Probably dropped it a bunch of times. For my eyes, first I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. The Cinderella palette does not have a matte or just a plain cream matte powder in it, or eyeshadow, so I'm going to use this. I just put this all over my lid, all the way up to my brow. You can see in my hand, I swatched, this is the palette here. I swatched them all to see what colors I wanted to use today. There's not one single matte in this palette, unless some of the shimmers come off and it's matte underneath, but so far there's no mattes. The blushes are these two. Very pretty. That's the eyeliner, which I won't be using because it's useless. And then that's the lip gloss. These are bronzers. I was trying to figure out which bronzer I wanted to wear today. Since the Cinderella palette does not have a matte, I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl eyeshadow quad in the color Notice Me Nudes, and it just looks like this, and it is well loved and dirty and all that, but that's the colors. As you can see, I've these two. These were like my everyday colors for the longest time, so this one here is the matte right here, so I'm going to use that for my crease. Just taking this little blending brush. I know I look up when I do my eyeshadow, because if I do this, just look straight, it's not getting in there. There's like going to be like a little section where there's no shadow because the brush isn't getting in there because it's kind of almost a little bit hooded, whatever. But so if I look up, you can kind of get a flat eyelid, I guess you call it. So that helped me. It looks weird, but it helps me. So now I'm going to take that same color, but I'm using a more fluffier brush, and just dab it in it very lightly. Tap a little bit off and kind of go above my crease, just to kind of help blend it out. This is what the palette looks like, and I'm not going to swatch all of these right now. I know there have been tons of videos on this, so if you just want to search for this Cinderella beauty book, you'll find people doing swatches, but this is what the colors look like. Today I'm just going to do a neutral look. All over my lid I'm going to go in with this color here, and I'm just using an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I have not used this palette on my eyes yet. I've just swatched it on my hand before I did this video. So, let's see how this goes. It is not showing up very good. Not as pretty as it looks in the pan, that's for sure, on my eyes. I will probably go over it with this pink one just to see. That's what Gus looks like on the eyes. It's okay, not as pretty as it is in the pan, but it'll be alright. Now I'm going to take this color here and go in the outer V. I'm just taking kind of a rounder brush. Color is not a whole lot different from the first color I used. This color is called Kingdom. A little bit darker, but not much. I'm just going to take this clean little blending brush and just kind of blend that so it's blended. Okay, now I'm going to take this light pink shade here, and I'm going to put this kind of in the center of my lid. See if I can get it to show up. I'm just taking an e.l.f. smudge brush to do that. Oh yeah. Kind of brightens it up a little bit. I'm going to go back in with this color called Kingdom, and I'm going to use a little pencil brush and put this on my lower lash line. I'm going to take this color here. It's kind of a creamy white, and it's called Miracle. And I'm going to take this and put this on my brow bone. Just taking this little tiny brush here. I'm also going to take that and put that in the inner corner. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Color Icon contouring palette in the color Caramel Toffee. And this is the original one that they come out with. They have reformulated this, and I heard that the new one is kind of powdery. This one's not too bad. It's actually a little bit hard, which is good because it doesn't really put a whole lot of product down at one time. So I'm just going to tap a little angled brush in. I'm going to take my small e.l.f. stipple brush and use the same contouring palette and just do down the sides of my nose. My nose is kind of long and skinny anyway, so I'm not really trying to make it look any slimmer. I'm just trying to make it look like there's more dimension to my face. And it is long, so I do want to make it a little bit shorter. Okay, so I finished my look, but I was not recording. This is the first time I've done this where I watch other people's videos and they say, you know, oh, I filmed this video already, but I wasn't recording. And I'm like, how did you do that? How do you not record? This is how. Your battery runs out, you turn your camera back on, and you think you're recording and you're not because you didn't hit record. Stupid. Okay, since I finished my makeup and I wasn't recording, I'll show you the products that I used from the time my camera cut off till I got finished. And luckily I did get my eye look filmed, at least my eyeshadow, so I'll let you know the rest of the products. For my bronzer, I've used the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Glowing Nude Bronzer in Light Bronzer, and this is what it looks like. And I just used these three here. No, I just used these three here and kind of got them together and bronzed on my face. I'm not sure if they still sell this. This may have been one that was discontinued, but You know, Physicians Formula has all kinds of bronzers. There's a new one that is out that everybody that I've heard talk about it is raving about it, and it's like a butter coconut infused bronzer, and they say that there's a light and a medium shade, and the medium shade is still light enough to use on fair skin. So I'm going to try to find that and pick that up because I'm very excited to try that out. They say it's great. For my blush today, I used the darker shade in the beauty book, and I just did a light hand with it because it's dark and I didn't want to have hugely bright cheeks. For my highlight today, I used my e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic, and it says it's a blush, but it's definitely a highlight because it is very shimmery, as you can see. For my eyeliner, I used the Milani Supreme Kohl Kajal in Blackest Black, and it's just one in the gold packaging. I like it. Mascara, I used this CoverGirl Plumpify Blast Pro, and this is just in Berry Black. And I've always had luck with CoverGirl mascara. So far I'm really liking this one. I love the CoverGirl Lash Blast in the orange packaging, and the CoverGirl Supersizer, the newest one that came out just before this one. If you watch a lot of beauty YouTube videos, you've noticed that the Supersizer is in a lot of people's 2015 favorites, and it is one of my favorites too. I really like it. The waterproof Supersizer is very hard to get off. If you want a mascara that's going to last probably through a storm, a downpour storm, that will work. You have to scrub to get that off, and so I have a backup of it, but I did not get it in the waterproof because that is crazy hard to get off. But I love it still. So this is what I used on my eyes today. If you have tried this mascara, let me know what your thoughts on it are. So far I'm liking it. Let me know in the comments below if you like it. For my lips, I used my e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator, which I'm about out of this. I have a backup though, so that's great. And if you've tried the new ones, the mint flavored one, or yeah, I guess it's flavored, or the cherry flavored one, let me know what your thoughts on it are. I like to try one of those, but I just don't want to order them online. I'm hoping they'll come into the stores, Walmart or Target or somewhere. So, and I also use my Minty Sheer Baby Lips when I use it all the time. Still have a little bit of it left. This has lasted me for a very long time. I use this like every single day, and it still have that much left. But I do have a backup. Got it at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you still get it in the drugstores or not, but I know you can get it for $1. So I have a backup. For my lip color, I use this Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip Color, the Fergie one, in the color Plum Genou. And it's just like this, and I really like it. It's very smooth, and they say it's like a matte. It's a velvet matte, so it's very soft, but it's not like drying, super drying like a lot of mattes are on me anyway. I have very dry lips, and mattes just don't work for me. But I like this. And I believe they reformulated this, and they don't have the Fergie part on it anymore. So I don't know if they're doing away with the Fergie line from Wet n Wild. If you know, let me know. I want to know. And, but yeah, they have reformulated these, and they're different colors now, so they're called different things. But I do want to try to pick up some of the newer colors because I really like this one. To set my makeup, I use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. Super long name. I really do like this, and they have a new one from Maybelline, which looks exactly like the same packaging and everything. It just has the Maybelline stuff on it. It's like the Master Fix Setting Spray, I think it's what it's called. I could be wrong, but I want to try that. I think that is actually a little bit cheaper than this, maybe just a couple $. And I also want to try the Wet n Wild Setting Spray. So if you tried either one of those, let me know in the comments below, because tell me which one I should get. The Wild one is cheaper, but it also is smaller, I think. So I don't know if this evens out either way, whichever one you get. So let me know if you have tried those and which one you like best. I want to ask you guys something. I live in Tennessee, and usually at the end of October, early November, we get ladybugs everywhere. And usually by the middle of November, almost to late November, they're gone. They are still here, everywhere. I mean, we changed our light in the laundry room, and there was so many ladybugs up in the light. I'm just like, where where are they coming from? They just won't go away. A reason is probably because we had pretty warm weather considering the time of year, which, I mean, it doesn't get cold around this time of year here, but it does get chilly. And it's been kind of warmer than usual, I guess. Except today is going to be 61 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be 39 degrees. So hopefully they will go away in the 39-degree cold weather, because that's the high, 39. So hope they go away. If you have had problems with ladybugs like we have in the past, let me know what you did to get rid of them. All I can do is just sweep them up, suck them up, get them out of here. If you have any tips, let me know. Okay? So this is my look using the Cinderella Beauty Book. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, links down below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.